Good morning! So today I wanted to show you what I have for a typical breakfast. So this is one brief morning in the eating journey of Bethany, the clean eating coach. So here we go. It can vary morning to morning, but here's something I've been eating pretty typically every day. And you might say that sounds boring to eat the same thing every day, but honestly, it feels good, it tastes good, and that's what's most important. So maybe find some things that you can mix up and shift from day to day or week to week. So right now we're in my kitchen. My kitchen's a small one, so we actually have our washer and dryer back there behind us and our fridge behind me right over there. But let's get started. So the first thing we're going to have today involves dates, okay? I didn't have dates at all growing up, didn't know about these till about 2 years ago, but they are super nutritious. They are pretty sugary. They look like this, kind of like wrinkly raisins. So the first thing I'm going to do is sometimes before a good workout, this is actually a good option just for a quick power, like nutrient-dense energy boost. But what I do here is I take the date, I cut it in half. I'm actually going to put some peanut butter. I do try to use peanut butter that's at the minimum, maybe it's salted, but usually no oil, that's the goal. And yeah, so first of all, I'm going to slice it. She can't see it, but slice it because there's a pit inside. See that? So take the pit out, throw it away. Now, oops, it kind of split more than normal, but I'm actually going to stuff it with peanut butter. So we've got, this is pretty sugary, but it has a lot of good fiber and I think potassium. And then I'm going to put peanut butter in it, so that's a healthy fat. Then we're going to add chia seeds. We're also going to add some chia seeds and some roasted almonds, again adding some healthy fats, and it makes it more filling. Chia seeds also add fiber. Okay, so go kind of like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but you're filling the date with the peanut butter. Okay, next I have my chia seeds. For ease of access, I keep one of these little tablespoons in here. That way I can just, it's easy. So I usually scoop a whole scoop out, but I'm not going to use it all. Okay, so this one I'm going to just show you from this distance here. So, yeah, I'm using honestly like less than half of this, but you know, it's just to give it a little extra something. Next, I have a pack of roasted almonds, and actually these are sliced, it's like slivered almonds, and I wrote roasted because I put them back in a bag because it's just easier for storage. Got my almonds. And I just sprinkle them on like candy. Didn't use them all, that's okay. Back in the bag. Alright, clean up as we go, that helps as well. Alright, so there you have it. It is so you can see that alright, okay? It's a stuffed date. I got this idea online just a few weeks ago and I have loved it. It's been great. The other key part of my breakfast is actually a soft-boiled egg. Notice I didn't say hard-boiled egg. I used to make hard-boiled eggs and they were so dry, like dry as a desert, and I ate them, but they sucked, honestly. So now I do soft-boiled eggs, and maybe sometime I'll send a video about that. Basically, you boil them on the stove for like 6.5 to 7.5 minutes, depending on your altitude, because now we're in the mountains and it takes longer for them to boil. But they're better inside, they're not as dry. So I'm gonna crack it. And also one thing I do is the shell can be kind of annoying to get off, so I roll it a lot on the, I roll it here to crack it, and then I'm going to peel it. but it gets easier the more you do it. We've got our trash can right over here, so it's really accessible. There we go. All right, cleaned off egg. Now I'm going to cut it in half. I use the same knife for the peanut butter, just less stitches to wash. So I cut it in half, long ways. See how the inside is a little, it's yellowy, kind of soft and squishy, and not like dry, powdery. That's how you want it to be. It's not like a loose egg yolk, but it's also not dry. All right, next up, I'm going to flavor my egg yolk. Again, if you're in a rush, you can just eat it without even slicing it. I like to slice it and then take some salt like this, grind it. There you go. Maybe a little too much. Then I like to take some pepper like this. Oftentimes we'll do ground pepper, but right now we're out of it, so here we go. And I'm not going to do this today because I don't feel like it, but here we have this amazing balsamic vinegar that my friend bought for me actually, and it's from, I think it's from a Whole Foods, or maybe a Sprouts. It's amazing, and sometimes I drizzle it on this, but I don't want to today, okay? I just want to say it's an option. The last part of my breakfast will be a banana, so pretty standard, and then sometimes I'll throw in a few strawberries as well, but not today. I just wanted to show you that it's an option. Okay, so I'm back here. Hello. And again, that's the breakfast I'm going to be having today. Hard-boiled egg, stuffed date, and then a lovely banana. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful in giving you an idea of what you could eat for your clean eating breakfast. And you know, the truth is that it doesn't always keep me full as long as I'd like it to, but it is pretty good. You've got a lot of protein in here and some good fats. So at the end of the day, one of the big tips I've heard that's helped me a lot is you want to aim for a breakfast that keeps you full for about 3 to 4 hours. So it's like you shouldn't feel hungry until like, so once I eat this, it's like 8 right now. So about 11, it's like, that's okay. Maybe get a snack. So that's my goal. Sometimes I'll also do a bowl of granola with some almond milk, but we're out of it, so not today. And then with the granola, one thing I'm aiming for is granola that is not sugary, and that can be hard to find, so I'm working on finding a better option. Anyway, all right, well, that's what I'm having for breakfast today. Hopefully it's helpful in giving you ideas for what you might have for breakfast, and this is on a typical work day. So like on a weekend, we're more likely to do something like eggs and sweet potatoes and different things that take a little longer to cook. So this is a quick, easy morning breakfast. Sometimes I can eat this on my drive to work, so it's pretty good. All right, y'all, have a good day. Bye. Hello again. It's the same day, and it's about an hour and a half later, and I have a confession to make. I went out and I ran a few errands, and it was like an hour and 15 minutes after I had gobbled down my yummy breakfast, and I was hungry. So in my car, I keep some protein bars, and I'm finishing off a box of Nutri-Grain bars, which are yummy, but honestly, I don't recommend them because they're pretty high in sugar, so they feel healthy, but they're not the healthiest option. But we had them, so we finished them off, right? Like we're on a budget, you know, we eat what we have. And so I was like, oh, I'm hungry, crap. So the fact is, it didn't work for me today. The breakfast was good, but I needed more. And that's okay. I think sometimes it changes from day to day, you know? It depends on what I did yesterday, what kind of energy I expended. Maybe I didn't have a big enough dinner last night, and so I was hungry this morning. Like, there's so many possibilities. So I think if I could redo this morning's breakfast, I probably would have included a piece of toast with maybe half an avocado on top with some feta or maybe some balsamic vinegar, and that would have definitely kept me full for another hour or two. So anyway, this is the life of clean eating. It's not a science, it's not perfect, and I certainly don't rock it all the time, but I wanted to let you guys know an update, and I'll do better tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.